the price support. Okay, in fact I could have just extended on upar P minimum ka, and I will connect it in the end after showing you what the idea is. P support, what happens in P support is, suppose this is the demand and the supply, okay, and normal market forces के हिसाब से you have a quantity and the supply and the price and the quantity. Okay, this is what it is. What happens next is governments is telling the producers, don't worry, we have a PS in place for you. No matter what happens, you are going to get this price of PS. Now, when the producers are told you're going to get this price of PS regardless, the producers have planned on producing QS quantity. Okay? Because what they're thinking in their head is, well, currently we're making this revenue, okay? Currently we're making this revenue and the government is promising us PS की price, so we're gonna end up making a lot more revenue, which is basically this much. Okay, so for the producer that's a good situation because their revenue is going to go up in whatever case it might be. अब the thing they have to look for is if the government is supporting this price of PS by saying that take the price up to PS, okay, sell it in the market for PS. So reminding you, if that's the case, then the market is only going to buy Q1 because at this PS ki price, market is only going to buy this much. And producer at this price is sitting with all this surplus which was happening in our P minimum. So is the price support through government's stock purchase scheme? Is it the stock purchase scheme in which the government is saying, don't worry, take the price up to PS, sell it in the market for this high price, how much ever you want, the rest we're going to buy from you. Again, problems, government will have to spend on it, they'll have to stock it, all these problems, consumers not benefiting from it. So this would be a policy in which the government wants sort of like a control and not really benefit the consumers as such, because consumers are paying a high price. Or maybe they want to sell to the people who are willing to buy this product at high price. Chalo aapko to bech diya, bakiyon ko in a way subsidize it. That's one way of dealing with this problem, that the government promises to buy the surplus. The second case could be that the government is saying, we're not going to buy anything from you, okay? But we will make sure that you will get PS ka price. Now producer is thinking, what do they mean by this? So they think, okay, PS ki price ke upar, we are willing and able to sell QS quantity. We're willing and able to sell it. But the consumers are willing and able to sell only this price right here. They're willing to purchase it at QS ki quantity. If I want to sell it all, I can't charge PS ka price, I will have to charge P1's price. So now what am I doing? So since the government is saying, we're going to take care, don't worry, just sell the product at whatever price it sells. So what the local producers are going to do is, they're going to sell P1 ki price pe QS ki quantity. And then they're going to go to the government and going to be like, give us the shortfall. Basically, it's the similar idea to subsidy. This is basically them lowering the prices to what the market is willing to buy, and the rest is coming from the subsidy. So this is known as the guarantee price scheme. Basically it's coming from subsidy. All right, so iske andar definitely the consumers are benefiting. Their surplus is increasing by a lot. If you look over here in the first case, this was your original subsidy, but now consumer surplus, but now the consumer surplus is only restricted, has increased by bulk. In fact, it has fallen in this one. So consumer surplus goes away by this quantity over here. In this case, the consumer surplus was over here, and now it's increasing amazingly by this much amount. That's great. और जहाँ तक producer की बात है, producer is benefiting in this first case because their surplus was this much, and now since they are getting the price, so producer को तो अभी भी फायदा है over here in this case. But in this one, the subsidy is helping producer out also by the increase. Look at the subsidy wala diagram, and there is a deadweight loss which is creating over here in this one. वैसे तो deadweight loss दोनों cases के अंदर ही है, but yeah, this is what our price support is. If the government is willing to purchase, or if the it's coming from the subsidy. All right.